Good morning, it's Barbara. I don't know if you can hear that noise. That's our washer spinning. So we did a quick load this morning and now it's very noisy in here. Meanwhile, it's not very bright and sunny either. Let's see how it goes. Good morning, it's Barbara. The washer finally stopped spinning. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Happy Advent Day 15. Holy cow. $15. 2/3 of the way through my Advent quilt that I'm looking at over there. Good morning. Thank you everyone who came to the Zoom. It was so lovely. We had people from all over. Megan came from New Zealand, Warren and Verena came from Europe. Leslie came from the hospital. It was great. We had such a nice visit. Plus, of course, the Canadians and the Americans. And Paula came from the UK and oh my God. And Enid and who else was there from the UK? Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be naming everybody because then I'm not going to name everybody and then I'm a jerk. Anyway, it was great. We had such a nice visit. Thank you, everybody who came. I really appreciate it. Oh, and Soxy Nana, Alice posted that she came very, very late, but Simona and Warren were still there, and so they chatted, and so it was great. So come and go as you please, whatever suits you, but it was a very lovely visit, and thank you, everyone who came. What a wonderful community. And mark your calendar, we picked January 25th for our January get-together. So it's a little bit longer apart, but that worked best in terms of logistics for me and for Valerie. So we went with it. Anyway, thank you for joining me for coffee, and thank you so much to those who were able to come. And I know there were plenty of people who had other commitments, and December stuff. Thank you. So I did a lot of knitting yesterday because I knit during my, I wound yarn and knit during the Zoom call. And then I came down here and vegged in front of the television and knit some more. So there. So here's what I did yesterday on my hat. I wanted a kind of a transition, so I did the green, which I thought went perfectly. And these are two different dyers. This is from Trilogy Yarn, Nancy, and this is from Sweet Sparrow, Julie, but they go so perfectly. And then I thought the green and brown transition worked great, and this brown is Julie and this is Trilogy, Nancy. So ta-da! I have no idea where I'm going next with this hat, but it's almost impossible to show now. So there's the beginning, and here's where we are now. So we'll see what I get from Nancy and Julie today. But yummy! I'm so excited. And then I thought I didn't feel like knitting, but I didn't feel like knitting on the hat anymore, apparently, because apparently I felt like knitting with DK. And so when last you saw this, which was yesterday, I think, or the day before, I had just put in this stripy section. I've been doing 4 colors and then a stripy section, and then I did 4 colors and then I did a stripy section. And so I did 4 colors. Now, I made a mistake. So this variegated yarn, I put it next to the sort of gray corally color, and I shouldn't have, because there was way too much coral in it. So for a while I was knitting and I thought they're never going to see any difference between these two, but it does show, and it turned out okay. But if I would have put this green here and then that, I think it would be a little more, I don't know. I would have felt more comfortable while I was knitting it, really, because when I look at it now, I'm perfectly happy with how it turned out, and I can turn the hat however I want, or the cowl however I want. So you can see it's a lot less of a change here than, say, here. Here it's obvious. Here, not so much. So I think that I might have been happier had I done it the other way, but not enough to go back and change it. So forget that. So I've done these 4 colors. And this is my 14th stripe. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's my 13th color and my 15th stripe. I'm kind of counting the first one, which isn't completed, because I put in two stripey repeats of this. And it's time for the 3rd stripey repeat, which will be these 4 colors in the next stripe. And that's working out great. I'm really happy with it, and that's going to give me 60. Sometime in January or February, I'll have 60 of these rows of color. And then I'm going to Kitchener it together, and it's going to be a very thick, very squishy, long cowl that can go around twice. So I was saying on the Zoom call, it's going to be like I'll be ready for the Arctic. It's going to be warm, but I just love it. It's turning out so beautifully, and I'm very happy with it. And I obviously am enjoying knitting it because I did a lot of knitting yesterday. Not much else. So I have an idea that I need to do a few other things around my house or my life. But anyway, pretty nice, huh? And the only color I've gotten from the toads that is not in this is this color. So I'll only be able to put 2 more stripes plus 2 more repeats plus my stripey repeat. So even if I get really ambitious to work on my advents tonight, I won't have a lot to do because I did 4 last night. Anyway, I'm really loving how it looks. I'm loving the colors. You can see that one is a little weird. Working out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So that's where I am. I am feeling like I need to do a few things around the house. I haven't decorated the tree yet. And there's a mess behind my chair. You can barely get there. Dennis almost tripped the other night trying to get back there to do something. And so I think I'm going to work on the behind my chair problem and put the lights on my tree and see how far I get. That's my plan. To get some things done today. I did show a little bit of my painting to the ladies on the Zoom, and they were very encouraging. And so I think I might work on the window picture for my Christmas card, but it's gonna have a wreath in the picture, and I need to do some practice wreaths before I do it on there. Although it did occur to me, I am going to be scanning it, so I could do the wreaths somewhere else, cut them out, stick it on top, and nobody would know. If I make a good wreath, I might, I could do that. I'm the boss of my painting, just like I'm the boss of my knitting. It's so funny. I ended up watching. Last night I ended up watching a show that I watched like 2 weeks ago. But it was just like comfort watching, and it was so weird because I was so I finally just sat myself down and said, "Don't be so self-judgmental." Like I didn't want Dennis to know I was watching this show again because it felt like some kind of a problem or something. I'm like, don't be ridiculous. You're so judgy on yourself. Poor Pearl is very limpy. Are you limping, puppy? I'm trying to put you on my video. No, she's too busy moving around. Unfortunately, she's done with her pain pills. So she's a little limpy, probably from pain. But also, they had a little bit of a sedative effect. So she was calmer, but now she's feeling better. She's not drugged, and she wants to play. She wants to run around. She's moving a lot more than she was. She was sleeping a lot. Now she's walking around, trying to make something happen. She's bored. Dennis and I are like, I don't know how we do 6.5 weeks. I think she just went to the back door and scratched on the back door. Yep, she did. Yep, she wants to go out. So Dennis will take her out the front, but on the leash. But I don't know how we survive the next 6 weeks. 6.5. She's not allowed to have any fun till the end of January. I don't know. I can't picture this house with a rowdy dog who gets yelled at every time she tries to have a little bit of fun because she's, you know, the vet said if she re-injures that leg, it's going to have to be removed. I mean, that leg can't be fixed again. She's got to let it heal. But she's feeling better and she wants to play. Poor baby. Anyway. That's our dilemma for the next 6 weeks. Ooh, turquoise, spruce, pumpkin, orange with tweed. Beautiful, Megan. Oh. I'm still cogitating on what I am going to do with all these, but I do have her yarn from last year segregated. And it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be a sweater or a Korean for sure. Oh my dear. Really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. And then, sorry, earthquake. Then we have a present. Oh. Perfect. So she's giving me new eyeglass holder and a New Zealand. How do they have everything New Zealand? I guess it's like for tourists. I don't know, because I don't think you could find a setup like this for the United States. And an eyeglass. Eyeglasses. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Thank you. Seed beads. Seed beads. And I need this to be very small because I have some purple glasses that I haven't been wearing. See how thick these are? This is much smaller. The temple pieces and the other glasses are much smaller, so these will work great. Thank you, my dear. And my glasses are always dirty. Well, she knows that. She sees me wipe them all the time. Very, very perfect. Thank you so much. Now, I am not pausing. Day 15 from Trilogy. What's going in my hat? What's going in my hat? There are only 1 or 2 trilogies that haven't gone in the hat so far. Hold on. See, I paused that without even thinking. So this is one that hasn't gone in yet. This is the doorknob, which is very pretty, but it was very similar to the one I got right before this, and it would be too much. And then, of course, I have flamingos, which I am taking Valerie's advice and putting later so that in fact, Carol suggested maybe it be the very last color that goes into the last triangle, because then you can just make sure it's right there in your view. So that's an idea. But these are the only 2 that aren't in that hat. This hat is almost exclusively Trilogy, with only the in-betweens, a little bit in-betweens coming from Sweet Sparrow. Then I coughed, so I paused. All right. I could have opened this while I was pausing and coughing, but I didn't. Sorry about the crinkling. Apparently not that sorry because I'm doing it. But see how much... Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. This is Dormouse, which I keep thinking is going to be, you know, when I get to this one, which is Doorknob. Dormouse. Oh, very pretty. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. So what did I have? Oh. And I think that's going to go very nicely next. I mean, I don't mind having a buffer, but I don't think it really needs it. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's going to be gorgeous on this hat. I'm very excited. I wonder if these colors, I should look on her website. This is Trilogy Yarn. I wonder if any of these colors are going to be available in full skeins. Because I really did like the way the Mad Hatter knit up. And I have a feeling this is going to be really fun. We'll find out tonight. Stay tuned to this station. Beautiful. Thank you, Nancy. All right. Sweet Sparrow. 15. I did put the little scissors over by my chair this morning because I hadn't done it and I did a lot of cutting yesterday and it drove me crazy. So the little scissors are over there now. That's pretty. It's sort of a very mauve-y, tonal mauve color in the tweed. That's very pretty. That'll make a gorgeous little interim in my hat, perhaps. Oh. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? What did I do with the... I'll look it up. Hold on. Got it. 15. Campanula. Campanula. I don't know what that is. Campanula. Might be a flower. It's kind of a purpley flower. Very pretty. A little like a dusty purple. Very pretty. Thank you, Julie. And a Christmas Eve. I think she gave me another Christmas Eve. It was good. I liked it, so I'm glad to have that without caffeine, which is what I need. Okay, so that's the end of my fingering. Okay, toads, I hope I got the right day. If I didn't, don't look. Karen has the same thing. Woo-hoo-hoo! 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 Okay, that's fun. It's looking a little pinker. Mine is just a little darker, so, you know, but it's out there. Okay, that is gorgeous. And I've been thinking, you know, these two rows of two sets really stand out for being, you know, sort of more intense colors than the rest of it. You can see how less intense these are. Problem solved. I love that. I love that. All right, but my next one is going to be a striped one of the last four colors. And then guess what, kids? I'm going to have fun knitting that tonight. I love that color. I'm so happy with the Toads colors. I am so happy with my Advent colors, I have to say. Great year. I was so disappointed last year, and it's so, but not with Polka Dot Creek. Polka Dot Creek was great. And of course, Megan was wonderful. But I was very disappointed with Botanical Yarns, and I am not feeling one iota of disappointment this year. I love that, ladies. Ugh, perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, and now day 15 of my watercolor. Girl's getting pills. I don't know, just let me know if you need me. Okay, good. Oh, 2 today. I got 2 colors today. They are a little thin, so these are like half pans. Let's see. I have my palette box upstairs because I've been using them. I did do some stuff the other day, so these are half pans. Going with a lot with the, oh, this, yeah, it's a little bit brighter. It's yellower on my screen than it is in my hand, but it is kind of a yellowy. It's like a bright gold instead of like a deeper gold. The other colors I had are deeper gold, so it's a slightly different color, which is what you get in paints. It's very common to get slightly different color. And then this is color. It's interesting. These aren't marked in any way with a number or anything. And so there we go. So I have, see, this is the color from yesterday or the day before, and so you can see how much yellower the new one is. You can also see how much smaller it is. It's a half a pan. But these will go upstairs and see what I want to do with them. Thank you very much, everybody, for your lovely yarns and such. And thank you, ladies, on the Zoom for your encouragement with my painting. You guys know how it is. So I appreciate very much your encouragement. And I might take the opportunity today to practice a few wreaths because I want to add a wreath to the one paid, the one card that I'm making, and I think I need to practice that because, you know, yeah. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna go. I guess I can't do this under 20 minutes, but that's all right. You can fast forward. As soon as I hold something up, you can, you know I'm a rambler. Mark your calendar, January 25th, for our first 2025 Zoom. We signed off, wishing everyone a Happy New Year off our Zoom, and yeah, so that was a very lovely Zoom for the end of the year, our last Zoom of the year. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.